Hi!
I'm Matt.
I'm Athena.
And welcome back to our channel.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to be back.
It's good to be back. You know, the only thing constant is change.
Yes.
I feel like. So there's been
We have lots of change all the
so
time.
much change, and which is great because change means good new opportunities.
Yes.
And we're here. We're back.
We get lots of those, so that's
Yes.
fun.
It was sort of my request to talk about wallpaper.
Okay, wait, I have to fix my hair. Okay. All right.
Because
Wall covering.
wall coverings.
Wall coverings.
Because wall coverings are making a comeback.
Huge comeback.
So today we're going to introduce you to a few types of wall coverings and show you some of our absolute favorites. The wallpaper is very popular. So there's wallpaper, I guess the formal way of the design speak is wall coverings.
Correct.
So you might hear wallpaper, wall coverings. We're talking about the same thing. Let's first start with where did wallpaper come from?
It was first used in the 16th century.
Not by the rich and royals.
No.
It was used by poor people.
It was to create interest in their cupboards and on the inside of their cabinets, which we still, by the way, do to this day.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
for
we
sure.
still do that. And we've done that in a few custom kitchens that we've designed. And one of them's on our website, the big white one. And then if you look on the inside the clear glass cabinets, we have some beautiful pattern coverings inside there that really had so much interest and impact. And we won an award for that kitchen, so that was great. Back in the day, Martha Stewart had floral wallpaper.
Oh my god, I had to, in the 80s and 90s, it was like ridiculous.
My mom had wallpaper with mushrooms in it. Don't advise.
Oh god, the 70s, yeah, mushrooms and like
orange
weird things.
orange mushrooms.
Oh god, no.
And she had the canisters to match. Okay.
Isn't that funny that like in the 70s and 80s, everyone lived like they were in a forest
Yeah,
with
I know.
mushrooms and trees and canisters and whatnot.
And Tupperware.
There's been a huge swing in the wallpaper trend.
Yes.
And the reason why is because we're embracing more of a maximalist period of design. People really want to see more textures, more colors, more expression in their homes.
Yes.
And so wall coverings and wallpaper is a big part of that. Now we're in a place now where there's so much of a different mix of styles, right?
Really, there is.
We have murals. We have the floral wallpapers back, right?
Yep.
We have crushed crystals. We have grass cloth. I haven't seen any mushrooms yet, but
the more people travel and the different places they go, they're going to see influence in different places by different artists in different countries.
You go to Spain or to France and you see these beautiful tiled walls in cafes and restaurants and homes. It's like I want that. I want that romanticism.
You want to take that home with you.
Take that home with me. Or
Yes.
even in like if you go to India or somewhere far east and you see these centuries old murals on the wall. It's like I want a piece of that. You go to a nice hotel and you see the wall coverings in the lobby, or you go to the spa and you're just kind of seeing that.
You take note.
You take note and you're like, I want that at my house.
I want to feel this way at home.
So a lot of those textures and trends also not only are murals, but more so in that textural, sort of luxury
Feel. I mean, you can only paint a space so much, right? Like, I mean, you can only have so much paint. We need to add some interest.
Our wall covering books come in something like this.
Big book.
And this one is a THOM FILICIA book. The collection is called Cultivated, and it's by WINFIELD THYBONY.
And you can get it through your local designer. Us.
Let's go ahead and open this up and show you a couple of things. So for example, this wall covering here, this is called Concentric Groove. And this is
vinyl wall covering.
This is a vinyl wall covering.
Yes.
Tell us about vinyl.
So it can be used in wet areas. So powder rooms, bathrooms, laundry rooms, kitchens. A vinyl wall covering can be used. It is rated to be used in wet areas. And this particular pattern is a beautiful pattern size. The scale of the pattern repeat is wonderful. It's 9 inches. And it lays out very nicely for walls that we're going to show a picture of a wall we used it on. There was a big window in the middle of it, and we sized it, we scaled it perfect to the space on either side. So when considering using a wall covering, make sure you're also looking at the size of the pattern and how it might lay out in your space.
Wall coverings, as fun as it is, it's a very complex art. You definitely want to make sure that you are working with a professional when you do wall coverings.
Yes.
Whether you pick one like you were just speaking to make sure the width is proportionate. It's like, where do you even start with that?
You want to hire a professional wall covering installer to install the wall covering, because they'll match up all the pattern repeats beautifully. The seams won't show. I always say it's important to leave these things up to a professional. And also take into consideration the type of wallpaper, because European wallpaper is sold in different sizes than wallpaper that is produced in America. So like this paper is 27 inches wide. It comes in 9-yard bolts. That's really more of a standard size, but European sizes can be completely different.
And what makes this even a little bit more complex, not to get too in the weeds with it, wall coverings are priced by the single roll.
Yes, by the single roll.
But they're sold at the double roll.
They're sold in double roll.
The point is, you gotta
But
know what you're doing.
yes, it's very important to consult someone who knows how to help you do the calculations for the wall covering and install it.
Yeah. So let's look at this next one here. So this is a patterned grass cloth from the same book, also from THOM. I love this book, by the way.
This is gorgeous. These grass cloths are beautiful.
They kind of look like a houndstooth almost. Or...
And you know what I like about these? They are applied to a vinyl back so that they can be used in a wet area.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So these are gorgeous. I mean, these are just beautiful. There's a number of natural materials that grass cloth is made out of, and it's woven in different patterns to give you different effects. These applications give a more natural look. They can add texture to the wall, which adds depth, and just really nice options available in the grass cloth if you're wanting something that's not really bold, but you want something special.
Ooh, this one looks like liquid metal.
Yes, it's beautiful, this liquid metal. It's gorgeous. So this is just very interesting, again, for someone who is open to thinking outside the box. Those are some of the more special spaces, don't you think?
Oh,
when
my goodness,
just
yes.
If you just think outside the box and a few different things, you can really just produce super interiors.
Yeah.
So beautiful interiors. So this is gorgeous. We also have this chevron that is subtle, and we are actually using this in a client's home right now. So we're excited to see this go up next week.
We're using this in their water closet.
Yes, we are.
And also in their TV niche for their master bedroom.
Yes, very.
This is really nice.
Really pretty. Granny chic's coming back.
Granny chic. I hate that word, but it's true. I to be totally honest, I would love to have something like this in my home.
Well, this is a more sophisticated level of granny chic.
This is by Cole & Son. And Cole & Son are probably the top, if not one of the top,
wallpaper
and wall covering.
Yeah, the designers are do a really good job. So this is kind of a European collection.
Yep, it's called the Seville.
Much more bold.
Now this is not vinyl wallpaper.
No, this is paper.
This is paper.
It should be used in a space where there's not a lot of water.
Yep.
Okay, or no water. Or if there's a room like we're doing, it's a room that never gets used. There is water in that room, but it never gets used. We have tangerines in some of these patterns. We have European cityscapes.
Trumpet lilies.
Yes, trumpet lilies.
So this is going in one of our clients'
gorgeous
homes. They
trumpet
have a beautiful
lilies.
Spanish colonial home.
And that is just going to be, I mean, it's going to be the bomb, really. I have to
Bomb.com.
It's going to be beautiful. And we worked with their existing stone and hardware and mirrors and whatnot. And so this is just going to elevate this space to a much higher level. It's going to look design-wise, it is just going to be the best.
But I love how they mix. See, another great thing about wall coverings is you can do, when you have if you have an archway or niches or recesses or paneling, you can do one pattern in a space and then another accent piece.
Right.
Like they do here.
So the space, the positive and negative space, you can do one pattern in one space. So the space that's closest to you, you could do one pattern, and then in the niche, you could do another pattern.
Let's look at some grass cloth.
Oh, let's look at some grass cloth. Okay, the next book we're showing is Natural Wall Coverings. It's a KRAVET book. Again, KRAVET is available through your local designer. You'll notice that these patterns are not as bold. They are more natural and organic looking. It really makes the room feel very smooth, very sophisticated. just really adds beautiful texture to the wall, but it's understated. So it's not really bold and in your face.
There's some reflective pieces here.
Now that is crushed seashells, I believe.
Oh, good.
Yes, so that's really pretty. So they've really mixed it up and done a lot of things.
This one looks like cork.
And this is, you are so observant.
Aha! This would look great like in a bar area.
Oh yeah, behind, yeah, you're right, very good.
The last book that we'll look at is this one's by JF Fabrics, and the collection is called the Seychelles. There is a lot of really beautiful calming.
Oh, yes.
Very calming in here, like these orchids.
Now, this book also has, which I'd like to point out, a vinyl that is made to look like grass cloth. And the purpose of that is, again, to be able to use it in wet areas. Look how pretty that is. It actually has a little bit of shimmer. I believe this is probably stamped like this, but doesn't it look real? Like, you really have to go up and feel it.
Yeah, you would never know. Yeah.
Know that it's not grass cloth.
And there's a mural in here too.
There's a mural. There's some murals in here of palm trees. There is a picture here which shows it as the backdrop to a headboard in a bedroom, and I think it's rather pleasant, don't you? So instead of hanging art above your bed or painting a different color behind your bed for your headboard,
do something like this.
Yeah, it's fun.
It shows a design, a sophistication,
a sense of style.
Yeah.
The last paper that we're going to share is one of my favorites. It's one of our fan favorites, and it's crushed crystal wall covering. Really beautiful. Really makes a space elegant. Oh, and it has some striations in color. So the color in the background is primarily monochromatic. And it comes in a couple different color variations, but then there's crushed crystals on top, which when the light is on in a room really catch the light and allow it to shimmer.
And it has a really solid texture to it too.
Yeah, this is a little bling bling and I love it.
You do love a bling bling. She bling blings all over the place.
And it pairs nicely with some of these landscapes, don't you think?
Oh goodness, yes.
Yeah. Because you can't just plop the landscape and then not have like anything like adjacent. You'll notice we are bringing to your attention wall coverings, but if you go into spaces and you start to look around, you're like, oh, I really love this space. Let's say you walk a model home.
Yeah.
There's probably wall coverings.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what is a perfect area if you just want to try wall coverings, you're unsure, you're apprehensive? Start with a powder room.
Oh, powder room is the best place for wall coverings.
Powder room is such a great small space.
You can have a major impact, right? You can do something really, really fun.
Crazy.
Crazy. You can go crazy in the powder room.
Even the best photography will not show the depth, color, and feel of these coverings. So make sure that you order samples before making a final decision. And get a quote from a professional for hanging it. Be sure you go someplace to actually touch and feel it if you're not calling your local design team, Interiors Remembered, which we hope you will, because online does not do it justice.
No.
We order samples in. We have to see samples.
You have to see samples.
It's so fun to work with these wall coverings and be able to see what impact they have on our spaces that we are designing. So a lot of fun. We're very excited when they go out.
Yes, and be sure to stay tuned because we're going to be showing some of our after projects.
Yes.
Some very satisfied clients.
Ooh.
So if you don't already, make sure that you follow us at Interiors Remembered on Instagram, and you can see a lot of these photos in action actually going up.
Yes.
We just posted something recently which will show the wallpaper being installed at one of our clients' house, which is so beautiful. And of course, you can always reach us via our website if you have any questions or would like to schedule a design consultation.
Yes. InteriorsRemembered.com, and don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.